Which candidate is the gold standard in representing historic hostility toward the paper money counterfeiters in Washington, D.C.? Take a listen.
Saving a silver currency. So that's what my goal is right now, to have a parallel currency where people can use sound money if they want.
Well, people can use sound money if they want. My next guest says he's more interested in taking a bet on a sure thing than gambling on an underdog. He's Congressman Joe Heck, a Republican from the great state of Nevada. So how about it, Congressman? Who are you endorsing right before the caucuses this weekend?
Well, Judge, good to be with you, and I've been with Governor Romney's camp since the 2008 election. I continue to believe that Governor Romney is the best person to turn around this nation, and I am confident that Governor Romney is going to do well and win the caucuses in Nevada on Saturday.
Wouldn't it be fair to say that many of your constituents are sort of the stay out of my face, stay out of my bedroom, stay out of my bank book, bring the troops home and stop nation-building libertarian types that identify with Ron Paul, and even with some of your own voting record?
Well, I think that what most of my constituents are looking for is an alternative to what we currently have in the White House, and who's going to be the best individual to take over the White House. And when you look at the Congressional Budget Office's recent estimate of a fourth year of $1 trillion deficit, constituents back home, I'm asking them, are you better off now than you were $4 trillion ago? And they're saying no. And so what they want is somebody who's going to be able to come in, take over the White House, and turn this country around, and that's going to be Mitt Romney.
Congressman, if the biggest argument against President Obama is Obamacare, if that's the one issue that unites virtually all Republicans and many independents and even some Democrats against him, wouldn't the Republicans be foolish to nominate a candidate who has a lot of great qualities, but who enacted the precursor to Obamacare, who, when he was the governor of Massachusetts, believed that the government can force you to buy health insurance?
Well, first, there are many failed policies of this president that independents and Republicans are rallying around looking for change in 2013. And let's keep in mind that it was President Obama who created Obamacare. What the governor did was look for a plan to take care of the people in his state alone. And granted, he was able to insure many more people in the state of Massachusetts.
Right.
But when you look at the cost, there were cost overruns. But he never said that that was to be the model for the entire nation.
All right.
Governors are supposed to use their little microcosms
Understood.
to develop what's necessary for their state.
What if Governor Romney gets the nomination? What if Governor Romney wins? What if he governs as president the way he governed in Massachusetts? What if he raises taxes the way he did in Massachusetts? What if he implements Obamacare because he secretly likes it? What will you do then?
Well, let's remember that Governor Romney has clearly stated that one of his first actions after becoming president will be to issue an executive order allowing all states to opt out of Obamacare until such time as the repeal can go through. So he's already clearly on record not supporting Obamacare as a national health care model, and has already stated what he would do as the first step in getting that law off the books. You know, don't forget, he did provide a balanced budget in the state of Massachusetts for the 4 years that he was there, doing so with a Democratic-run legislature.
Got it.
And I think that that's something that we need to look at here in Washington, is how are we going to balance our budgets?
Congressman, you're a good man. We enjoy having you on the show. Thanks for being here.
Thanks, Judge.
The revolution continues right here on Freedom Watch in just a moment. Up next, the president calls out Senator Mike Lee from Utah.
Just 2 days ago, a senator promised to obstruct every single American I appoint to a judgeship.
Senator Lee is here to fire back. Plus, the dark side to Warren Buffett. Fox Business senior correspondent Charlie Gasparino exposes why this progressive saint is just a typical Wall Street sinner. And legendary economist Walter Williams explains how greed does more to fight racial discrimination than any government program does.